I'll get that graphic again, and you know what we spoke about, that how some of these stocks in 5 years and 15 years have just given returns which frankly you have to close your eyes and say, okay, is this real? But the reason why some of these companies have done well, Madhu, is largely because you mentioned there was a tailwind. I'm just breaking this down.
India tailwind.
India tailwind.
The biggest thing is India tailwind.
That is still there.
That is still there.
Okay. Second, for example, you spoke about financials. Great tailwind. Private banking space, PSU becoming private. Then consumer. Indian consumers started consuming more. Rich people getting richer, and you know, middle class moving higher. To your mind, which are the 2-3 themes where you think there is significant tailwind for next 15 to 20 years now?
Great question, Nikunj. And I think all of these discussions which we are having about market valuation, this, that, it is all relevant from a 1-2 year perspective maximum. And I think any correction to my mind is an opportunity, if at all, if it happens, right? But if you are a 15-20 year investor, I think this is also a great time to buy companies. But because, you know, where in the world, Nikunj, tell me, there is a certainty of earning, that you can be certain that even the large companies will grow at 15 to 20%. Tell me one market in the world. One market in the world.
Actually, nothing apart from India.
Right? So there is a certainty here. And there is a kind of money which we are expecting. Right? I will be personally very surprised that after May election political instability, if $100 billion doesn't come in India through bond and equity. I'll be personally very surprised.
Okay. $100 billion.
$100 billion, through bond and equity.
And the normal inflows are 15-20 billion every year.
No, I'm saying, but it will come.
Okay. Fantastic.
Through FDI, through all means. Which means all our macro situation will still be balanced. Right? And this will come because there is a clear problem. We can see the trouble in the Western market. You know, today MSCI World India weightage is 1.5%. Why? If our GDP weightage is 3.5%, why our weightage should be 1.5%?
It has to change.
It will change, right? And it will. There are people who react. Right? So I am saying, from a 10-15 year perspective, I am working on 4 things.
Okay.
One, carbon neutrality.
Okay.
I think it's a very big theme, in my opinion. And this is one theme which is coming. ये क्या है भगवान धीरे 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 आ रहा है तो we are not able to comprehend how big this trouble is, but in my opinion this trouble is very large and this is a survival trouble. So government, policy makers, business people, they will do everything possible. Now when I look at the broad trends, what is Mukesh Bhai doing, what is Gautam Bhai doing, what is Sajjan Jindal doing, what is Elon Musk doing, they are all doing something to solve this problem.
Yes.
Right? Yes. So that is one thing which is already in the works, but I think it will work in a more accelerated manner. Second, I think something meaningful changed in the world of artificial intelligence and AI last year, when they really cracked it. Now, these are very early days where the destruction of wealth will happen and where the creation of wealth will happen because of artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence in itself is not an investing opportunity, but the companies which are enabling themselves using artificial intelligence, getting their cost structure altered, getting the time significantly shortened. So there will be a lot of case studies, Nikunj, over the next 5-10 years of companies which will tremendously benefit. And also companies which will tremendously get hurt.
Of course.
So these are early days. We are started evaluating. We have put one dedicated resource only to track this. In my office, there is one dedicated resource, 24/7, only does this. Right?
Wow.
This is the second. Third, I think cyber security.
Okay.
Will be a very, very big business in times to come. We are already seeing, right, like, you know, what is happening. AIMS Hospital, a small pharma company in Hyderabad having cyber attacks, right? These are things, and this is a $200 billion business worldwide. Name 5 companies which
That's
are listed.
as large as India's IT exports. India's IT export is $250 billion, and cyber security is $200 billion.
$200 billion worldwide.
Yes.